First of all, now, Ben. Mr. Ben over there. Are you following baseball at all? Right now? He is. I would just like to say that my boys, Jays, those are my boys. Yeah, they are now American League East Division champions. First time in 10 years. Hello! Oh, it was such a good game. You know what I found out, though? I am so competitive. That's the thing. Like, I get it from Sal, obviously, because Sal with her basketball and stuff, watching her sports. Sometimes we have to give her timeouts because she gets a little riled up. She gets riled up. And then I have to go over there and be like, do I need to turn this off, Sal? Do you need a timeout? Do you want to sit on the stairs for a minute and think about your actions? Because you're getting a little crazy right now. Stuff that she texts and yells. I won't repeat them here because it's supposed to be, To North Bay with Love, a family show. Anyway, I'm the same way. I get that from her. I was pacing. I was sweating. My heart was like racing. Yelling things at the TV. Anyway, they won. They did it. It was awesome. They're amazing. I'm loving watching them this season. I got really into it. With Sal. Sal's my mom. Yeah, she totally got me into it. Anyway, today, I'm very excited because I'm hoping that I get to sample. I'm hoping I get to sample some of what our guest is bringing in today. We have Yeshi coming in today with what I hope is a big box of chocolate, because we're talking about mousse. Not like the foamy, airy mousse, like that you eat that's in a bowl with a spoon. We're talking like the mousse that are dipped in chocolate. No, I'm kidding. That came out all wrong. What am I saying? Okay, it's called the dipped mousse. She called it the dipped mousse because moose dip themselves in the water in parks and wildlife. You know what? I'm going to let her explain it. Okay? Here we go. Anyways, chocolate, mousse, the stuff she does is gorgeous. Go on her Instagram. We're going to give you the Instagram. You got to go check it out. Okay, let's get into it. Before we do, we're going to talk to our one of our major sponsors, and that is the North Bay Regional Health Center Foundation. Thank you so much for everything that you do to help us put a show like this on the air. All right, now that I'm done making a total fool of myself, go Jays. Oh, the other thing is, okay, please, if you can just put this out here, everyone listening and watching, just let's beam that the Red Sox win, okay? We want to play the Red Sox. We don't want to play freaking Aaron Judge, the mammoth, the 7'8" dude who should be playing basketball. What are you doing on a baseball field, Aaron Judge? Get out of here. Anyway, we don't want the Yankees, okay? Because they're red hot right now. They're red hot. I mean, yes, we only won one game out of the 3 with the Red Sox, but like they barely got in. We can take them. All right. I'm Lisa Bueve, and this is To North Bay with Love.
Dear North Bay, you've always been more than a place on the map. You're home to me. This is where I built a life with my husband, raised our kids, and taught in local schools for over 24 years. I'm proud to be part of this community. Earlier this year, my world shifted. After living with anxiety, depression, and PTSD for much of my life, I reached a point where I couldn't keep going alone. Walking into the emergency department at the North Bay Regional Health Center was one of the hardest things I've ever done. But what I found there changed everything. A nurse who made me feel safe, a crisis worker who truly listened. For the first time in a long time, I felt seen. That care gave me hope, and it inspired me to give back by supporting local healthcare so that others in our community can access the same compassionate care I did. If my story resonates with you, I hope you'll consider supporting the NBRHC Foundation. Please visit nbrhcfoundation.ca or call 705-495-8125 to give. Because mental health is health. With gratitude, Tiffany Van Meer.
Okay, Yeshi and Jay.
Hi.
Hello.
Okay, first of all, where did you guys meet?
That's a very interesting and beautiful story, if I may say.
Well, you're on the right podcast because we love interesting and beautiful stories.
She'll tell you all about it.
Okay.
So we met here in Canada. Okay. We used to work in the same office. We met in Toronto.
Okay.
We worked in the same office, a little office in Scarborough. And when we met each other, we ended up finding out that our dads knew each other. We're from Mauritius. We're from a very tiny island.
Oh, where is that?
So that's between Australia and Africa. We're right in the Indian Ocean, next to Maldives, Seychelles, and Réunion Island. We're right there. We're a little bilingual island in the middle of nowhere, and we didn't know each other from back home until we met each other here, and then we ended up finding out that our dads knew each other. My dad is no longer here, but his dad used to be a chef at a 5-star hotel that my dad used to be the HR, human resource manager at.
Oh, my God.
And apparently there was Christmas parties every year, and we played with each other a couple of times. We have pictures, babies with each other.
Stop.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And we met here.
Yes.
So his mom instantly recognized me. She was like, your face is so familiar. And then when we ended up putting the two together, and then we ended up finding out that we actually knew each other since we were really like tiny
Really
babies.
young, yeah, very young.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So we were best friends for 10 years and then ended up dating after that. And we're engaged.
Okay, but like who asked? Okay, you're friends for like so long, which is awesome.
Yep.
They say, it's great
That's
to be
right.
friends, right? Because you got to be marrying your best friend. But like who tipped the scales first? Who was like, okay, I know we're friends, but like I think we more than friends.
We always tell
She
each
pointing
other.
to you. He's pointing to you.
You're the one that says I love you first. I'm the one that said I love you
I
first.
love it.
But I think it's me that kind of reached out to him, and then we reconnected after a couple of
Yeah.
years, just to find out that thank God he was single, and and I was just looking for a friend and reconnect with my friend, and then we ended up just saying to each other that we had feelings for each other for the longest time, but we just couldn't say it because we didn't want to ruin any friendship.
Exactly.
So,
Right?
That's
It's so
right, that's right.
complicated.
Yes,
It's like,
it
oh,
is.
is it going to be? Yeah, I know. I know.
But you
Oh
could
my
feel
God.
attention. We knew kind of like,
Yes.
but again.
And probably everybody around you was like,
That's
oh, for
right.
God's
Yeah,
sake.
exactly.
Just
you guys
get together.
date already.
Yeah,
Yes,
exactly.
that's right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, okay, you say it's a bilingual island. So,
Correct.
what are the languages?
We speak French and English.
Is French and English?
That is
français
correct.
aussi.
Non, pas
Je suis
français.
française, oui.
Bah oui.
Okay, and so now, I'm so ignorant to this. Who lives on that island? Like, what are
Well,
people?
there's Mauritians can be a lot of things. You can look differently.
Okay.
People immigrated to that country a long time ago, and they immigrated from a whole bunch of places around the world, like from China, from India, from Africa, from all over the place. Even if you look at the geographic landmark of Mauritius, you'll see that it's under the Cape of Good Hope, which back in the day ships would wreck down there, and then they would wreck into Mauritius. So there's people from all over the world that sometimes may have been shipwrecked.
Yeah, shipwrecked, and then that's the island they got to.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Whoa! So it's very like multicultural, very
Very
diverse.
very
Is it a
multicultural.
large? Like how many? What's the population there? Is it
About 2.5 million? About.
Oh,
yeah,
shoot!
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And we wouldn't recognize each other until we hear each other speak. We speak Creole also,
Okay.
Yeah.
which is an added language here. But yes, if you see somebody kind of speak a little bit broken French or had an accent, this is where we would kind of trigger
Be
a
like,
question.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
You
It's
might
so
be
true. Like,
Mauritian,
and
yeah.
French is so like that. Like, I grew up in Timmins, which is 4 hours north of here, and even just around Timmins, like the dialect is so different. Like, we had Acadiens, we had people,
That's
Acadians
right.
who were there,
Yep.
and so their French was completely. I babysat for a woman, and I'd just look at her and I'd be like, I know you're saying something to me, and I should be able to understand, but I have no idea what
Yeah.
you're talking, because the patois is all different, right? Like it's all
Correct.
like there's.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, like so interesting. And I
The
worked at back in like 2000. I worked at the CN Tower, and I worked with this lovely lady, Agnes from Grenada. I think she was from Grenada. Agnes, she was hilarious, and I was. I was skinnier probably than I am now. Then even, and it's because I ride my bike all over the city. And she was so upset every time she'd work with me. She'd be like, "Oh, babes, where's your bum? Where's your bum? No, I have to feed you, babes. Look." And she'd go in her bag. She was always trying to feed me. I'm like, Agnes, but she'd get on the phone with a
Okay.
family member.
Yeah.
Nothing.
No longer English.
Yes,
I don't know what it was. It was some kind of. There was a
Yes.
language,
That's
which is
right.
amazing. I think that
Yeah.
makes you who you are.
That's
right?
right.
Like I think that just
Correct.
adds
It's
to
the
Yes.
beauty of the culture.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
really the beauty of the culture to
Yeah.
embrace, and especially Canada, coming from such a
Right.
country that we had different kind of different cultures, and then we come to Canada, and it wasn't, a massive, I must say, change, because we were so used to seeing each other look different.
Right.
If that makes sense. But it was even bigger here and more cultures to explore, and
That's right. Yeah,
even
especially
more
in Toronto.
exciting. Yeah, especially in Toronto too.
Oh,
and
for sure.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
we're the
absolutely.
minority in Toronto, and then you come here, but we're
Yes.
starting this.
That's it,
I
yeah.
think North Bay is becoming very
Absolutely.
multicultural, which is
Yes.
awesome.
Absolutely.
It's great.
Yeah.
So when you came to Canada, though, you spoke English and French.
Correct.
Like you grew up knowing those both languages. Yeah. So that's that's good. That
But we spoke more French than English. It's funny because we would study in English, but we would speak in French.
at home,
At home.
or with your
or Creole, So English wasn't a really spoken language. That's what
Okay.
we have when we came here. I had a really broken English because, I wasn't used to speaking English at all. So it took me a little bit of an adjustment, but
Man.
it was
Your English
great.
is better than my Creole. Okay, so what is there? Is there like a catchphrase in Creole that you would say? Like if you were going to say hi to somebody on the street or something, like would you say hi differently, or like how, or is it more?
The Mauritian Creole is very similar to French.
Yeah,
Okay,
it is,
okay.
So
it
you would
is.
say, if it's bonjour, in Creole, we would say bonjour.
Bonjour. Okay.
Yeah, with a
okay.
Z.
Yeah, with a Z, no conjugations, no verbs, no nothing.
Yeah.
You just spell it as you hear it.
Yes.
Exactly.
B-O-N-Z-O-U-R.
Okay.
And that would be the
Bonjour.
word.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
Yeah.
bonjour.
It's like, so the woman Chantal, who's Acadian, would say, instead of manger, right, to eat,
Yeah.
she would say mahe. So like a lot of the consonants in the middle of a word would be gone,
Would
like mahon,
change.
and
Yeah,
instead of
yeah.
maison, it'd be mahon. Anyways, so it was just
Okay.
it was like, is that what you're saying, or what's going on? I'm missing something here. But anyways, yeah, just so cool. Like I've always loved
It
languages,
is.
and
Yes.
it's really cool.
so interesting
Yeah.
to see how we all communicate differently, but how it all drips down to being the same kind
Exactly.
of word. Yeah.
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
similar.
Well, okay. That could be like a whole other podcast, but we
That's
better
right,
we better start talking about the dipped moose.
Yes, that's right.
Absolutely.
How did that come about? You got to tell us that story.
So the story is very interesting. I've been on my end always wanting to. So my background is in art.
Okay.
I love drawing. I love creating things with my hands. And that's where it all started. I've always wanted to open a business. And that was the idea where I've been searching for so long, where, I could combine both of my passions together, which is food and which is art. So when I came across treats, especially chocolate-covered treats, where, you could work with them, customize them, and, color them and have a whole palette of, decorations done on just a cookie. It kind of blew my mind to say the extent of it and how far that idea could go. So this is where me being here, moving from the city a couple of years ago, I fell in love with the Northern culture. It's something that, first of all, I never knew of.
Yeah.
And he played a big role about it because he's been here for 10 years. So he's showed me all about, what being in North Bay is, what being in Northern Canada is. Because I to be completely ignorant, I didn't even know that part existed.
Yeah.
So
I
for
don't
me,
think people in the
That's
South
right.
do.
Yeah.
Like I don't. Yeah.
I'm
they
like, the
don't-
whole
yeah.
Canada is a bunch of cities for me, and that's all I had in my mind until I
Right.
came here, and it was hunting, fishing, the country, the
Yeah.
nature. And this is where it all kind of came together. And I never knew what a moose even was. Never knew about the animal existing. I know what a deer was, but
Yeah.
not a moose. And then this is when he has a huge passion for animals. Taught me a lot about them. He has a great passion for it. He loves hunting, loves fishing. So he brought me along all his adventures. I was very
cool.
fortunate for that. So he's taught me a lot. And in that journey, he told me all about the moose and how majestic and big this animal is. And I was just so fascinated about it. And this is where I came across. So I really wanted to represent Northern Canada, especially North Bay where we are, and kind of put a stamp on this.
Yeah.
So this is where the name came from. And I was kind of, pondering on the name. And he came back from camp one day and I just looked at him and I'm like, I got the idea. I'm going to open the Dip Moose. And he's like, the what? The Dip Moose.
Yes,
And
that's
what?
right. I was
the moment
surprised.
he heard about it, he's like, go for it. And it was not...
Yeah, right away. I
Yeah,
said
yeah.
it was a great idea.
Yeah.
Great name, great representation, great meaning of everything. I said, you know what? Go ahead, do it.
And I was reading like the Bay Today article because I was kind
That's
of
right.
creeping you guys before you came on, which I like to do to my guests. And it was neat because they were saying how. And maybe this came from Jay, but like you were talking about how moose, they're often in bodies of water.
That's
They're
right.
often
That's
dipping
exactly
themselves
that.
to, just stay cool,
And
get away
yes.
from bugs, whatever.
Yes.
So it made
the
sense.
common name for hunters, it's swamp donkeys. They call it.
Donkeys. I've never heard that. No way.
But
That's
anyway,
awesome.
that's probably an old saying that I heard
hilarious.
once or twice. But they love the
They
swamp.
love the swamp.
And dipping the moose in chocolate, it's essentially dipping whatever in a swamp kind of. You know what I mean? And then
yeah.
it's-
The moose was a representation too of if you look at the animal representation, especially with the native landmarks of it, it represents strength, resilience, and it goes through challenges. Through the forest, and it's a provider also, which I did not know. So that was really, really cool.
Provider for us, like we hunt, like obviously people that hunt provide for the family and stuff like that. Provide for the whole community and some indigenous societies and stuff like that.
And they've been surviving on nature for so long, and for us, it was just the perfect animal really to represent a company in a way, because that's how we stand really. We want to be challenged, we want to have custom decorations to make, and I want to go as I call myself a little bit of a Willy Wonka, so I want to go as a bit of an inventor. So put me to the challenge, any themes, anything that needs to be created that even you've seen on Facebook, Instagram, and you're like, you know what, I would love that for my birthday. Well, that's the perfect opportunity to reach out to us and see if there was anything of those trees that we can make happen, and then have them all themed out. Just last weekend, we actually worked on a camo theme, which was super interesting for a hunter. So it was great. So it helps us navigate, and the creativity helps us even work and challenge us in a good way. So that's why I think the moose is even a better representation that I thought it was, and we work really hard because we really do want to provide the best standard as we can. And when you open a box of chocolate or a box of treat, to get that wow factor, that's exactly what we want to bring back.
That's right.
Because chocolate looks like chocolate nowadays. So we want to make it different. We want to make it so appealing that people will stop and ask what it was. So that's where we stand, and providing that to the public really at a good price. But then you're getting so much more than that is what we always wanted to deliver.
It's almost that time of year. Early mornings at the rink, fresh notebooks and backpacks, and a community gearing up for another great season of varsity sports. At Source for Sports North Bay, we're proud to be part of it all. Whether it's finding your kid's first pair of skates, gearing up for tryouts, or outfitting your team for the season ahead, we've got you covered. Because here, we're not just a sports store, we're neighbors, coaches, teammates, and fans. And we're proud to cheer you on every shift, step, and stride of the way. Visit Source for Sports North Bay at 1321 Fisher Street and let us help you along your way.
North Bay's turning 100, and what a time to be here. From the buzz of the Heritage Parade to sunset concerts at the waterfront, the city is alive with celebration. And you know who's right in the middle of it all? Homewood Suites by Hilton North Bay. We're proud to be a part of this milestone moment. Whether you're coming home from a family reunion, planning a gathering with friends, or just simply making the most of everything the Centennial has to offer, our doors are open. Stay in a spacious suite that feels like home, with a full kitchen to cook in, room to relax, and a space to unwind after a full day of fun. Are you hosting something bigger? Our event spaces and amazing local partners like the Grand and Stock Transportation make it easy to bring people together. Best of all, they're just steps from the action. The fireworks, the food trucks, the music, the laughter, it's all right here. Celebrate 100 years of North Bay with us. Use code Centennial to save on your stay anytime this year. Be at home with Homewood Suites by Hilton North Bay. Join the party today at 495 Oak Street West, or give us a call at 705-495-3000.
Your stuff is gorgeous. Like, I went on Instagram and I was looking at the pictures, and it's unique. First of all, like I don't know of any other place here in the city that does what you're doing. So okay, just for people listening and watching, like, what do you I guess specify in? Like, what are you dipping the chocolate in? Because are you doing cakes and cupcakes, or is it mostly
I'm doing
other things?
There are 4 things on our menu currently right now.
Okay.
and it's chocolate dipped Oreos. So all of them are either in white dark or milk chocolate. So you have a choice of all three of them.
Okay.
And you also could choose your drizzle as you would like. So we dip Oreos, Rice Krispies. I make my own cake pops and have them dipped as well. And we do chocolate covered strawberries, which has been phenomenal. So those ones are really, really popular. People has been coming back for them.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is a bit what we do.
Amazing. And so these are perfect for these are wedding receptions, birthday party, like anything really, where you like
That's
baby
right.
showers, whatever, right? Where you want like
we were
extra.
We were trying to catch the end, the end of the season, the wedding season here, and the fall's coming in. We'll try to hit Halloween and
Oh my gosh,
Thanksgiving
absolutely.
first, and
Yes,
then Halloween
Halloween parties
second.
with different- yeah.
Well, yeah, weddings is probably the biggest client we've had so far. So
I can imagine.
But we'll see next year what nowadays people don't get married in the wintertime and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Yeah.
But
Do you have to
big
be like
events.
a master chocolatier? Like was that like a huge learning curve to know how to, because to melt it and stuff and then be able to work with it. And then do you make I was looking at some of your double stuffed, the Oreos, and like there's these beautiful flowers on top of it and stuff. So are you like sitting there and creating
So we
these?
have molds that we work with.
Okay.
And then yes, we had to learn a lot about the chocolate and tempering it.
Sure.
Because chocolate is a delicate product. So if you overheat it, you ruin your product.
Okay.
And if you're not heating it properly, then it's clumpy.
Right.
So you have to be at the right temperature, and then it's a delicate process to put it in a mold and then cool it down and work on the flowers and put everything together. And it's been a learning curve. I'm still learning. It's been
for sure.
fantastic. Yeah, it's been fantastic in the best way possible. So yeah.
I mean, I guess it's fun. Like if oops, this batch
That's-
is gone. Guess
Yeah,
we have
that's
to eat
right.
it.
Oh
Don't
my
want to waste
God.
it.
You don't know who guess who eats all of them.
Oh well. I mean, yeah.
No, but I have to say, like, some of them are molds, but others are just her doing it by hand.
just
Like,
by
if
hand.
I can point them out and say, I wouldn't even believe that she could do this, but she does it by hand. So
And do these things start with a drawing? Because you say you love
That's right.
art and you
Correct.
love food, so you
That's
you
right.
So
kind
for
of
the hunting one,
Okay.
coming back to the camel one, I had deers on my Oreos, so I don't have a deer mold. So I went ahead to draw it on a parchment paper, and then I just covered it, outlined it with my chocolate, waited for it to dry off, and then did it again to have that 3D thick effect. And then I kind of paint on top of it. So it's really, it's like a Canva for me. Every time I see each one of my treats, for me, it's a Canva. It's I will make them each and everything as perfect and as unique as I can.
Yeah.
But it's chocolate once again, so it's a very delicate process.
So you guys opening this business. I mean, opening a business, even with a business partner that you're not married to, can be
Engaged
pretty
to.
stressful,
it is.
hectic,
It is.
Yes.
nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
How are you guys doing it? Like, how are you? Do you know what I mean? You're still married. You're here together.
Yes,
What we're
that's
thinking,
right.
but like,
Yes.
do you kind of like? Are you in charge of this and you're in charge of this, or is it like a?
That's it. She's in charge of the production kind of side of things. And I'm in charge of the admin and planning part of things. So I take care of the deliveries.
Yeah.
I take care of the pictures while she just.
He's our photographer.
Oh yeah,
That's where
nice.
those
The
beautiful
photography's
pictures come
beautiful,
from.
Yes,
Jay.
that's
Like,
right.
way to go,
Thank you.
because
Yeah, so
they look delicious.
Yeah, so I do that. Then she does the chocolate, and no, we try to keep it. Draw a line. Okay, that's
I know,
for you.
right?
That's for me.
You're like,
and but
"Excuse me."
sometimes you have to kind of help
Right.
out. Like before coming here, I was drying strawberries and stuff. But you gotta do what you.
But
gotta
he's
do.
a fantastic partner to add on top of this. I mean, I couldn't be more grateful for him and his support from the beginning.
Oh, yeah.
He's been a tremendous help. He's the only one with me. So from all my moods to handling, all my, oh no.
Up at 2 a.m. saying this isn't
Correct.
gonna work.
Yes,
We're
that's
gonna be on the
right.
street.
Correct.
Yeah.
And,
right.
Sometimes I even skip on lunch, because I'm working. And, he's the one that's taking care of those little things. And it means a lot because there's so much on the go. And he's making my boxes, taking pictures of my strawberries, going to deliver them. So we really bounce off each other. And we're getting better and better at this, faster and more efficient at everything.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, and eventually, okay, so, and where are you? Like, where do you operate out of?
We're in a home, so we're fully
Okay,
licensed
okay,
home. Yeah,
okay.
we
That's
have
nice.
been fully go to by the Perry Sound North Bay
Yeah.
Health Unit, and we've been operating from home. So people's been coming and picking up, or we do
Nice.
the delivery. Once again, we offer delivery.
Oh, that's good
Yeah.
too,
We did not
right?
expect that it would take off the way it did.
Yes.
Which, that's why we started at home. We said, okay, well, we'll see how that goes.
This could be like a little
Yes,
side
that's
hustle.
right,
Sure.
exactly.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
But
we're-
a month later, and we were
Yeah.
crammed. We were like, oh, we didn't expect that much support,
support
from the
from
community
everybody.
too.
Yes, right.
Okay.
Yes, North Bay and the surroundings has been wonderful. I have nothing else to say.
I do have to say, like, honestly, yeah, North Bay is a huge cheerleader for,
They are.
you know, they see an idea that they
Absolutely.
love and they will do anything to help it grow.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that,
Yeah.
and this is the community part, providing for the community. We want to give back a little, like we're trying to get it out of the ground, and then we want to give it back.
That's one of our main,
like
main goals, is
Thanksgiving
really to give
we
back.
might give back a
Okay.
little
To
bit.
the
yes,
community.
Yes. So,
In
but-
like how? Like what?
Like
how would
it-
you do that, or just
So there are a lot of organizations that work on donations
Yes.
and organizations that, would run off of, once again, donations, people's.
even food donation, we like
Correct.
we could make someone's life better by having a treat box
And
out
making
there,
it
someone
special
picking
for
from it, or,
Yeah. And we make those treat boxes too also. Sorry, not to mention that.
Oh, yeah.
But we have
Okay.
a mix of all our items together. So we
Yeah.
customize them. And it's just a beautiful box to receive as a gift. And, we put letterings on them. We're looking to add, even for real estate agents, have their address welcome to.
So smart.
And have it at the home address and happy birthday signs and everything on them. So
yeah.
it really gives a good represent, and we just really want to make the person's day. If
Yeah.
anybody receives that box and they're like, that's
Absolutely,
fantastic.
especially when it's customized, right?
right,
Like it's,
yeah.
you know that the person took the time to really just
Yes.
think about, like maybe your favorite colors or
Yep.
a saying that you guys always say together.
That is
and there's
correct.
there's no occasion that can't be better with cookies and
That's
chocolate
right,
and
exactly, yes.
Rice Krispies.
Absolutely.
That's right.
And so do you guys make everything yourselves?
Yeah,
Like all the Rice
we make we make it all homemade.
Yeah.
For now, the Rice Krispies, we're using the boxed one.
Okay.
But then for customized big, large orders, then we're making trays of them.
Yeah.
And then we brought for Echo.
yes.
It was all homemade, so it was customized. So yeah, that's exactly. And for corporate events as well, we're trying to cover them and kind of represent them, have their colors on the cookies, so it
So
looks
That's
even
right.
better.
Yes.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
And it's such a cool shape too. Like I was noticing, you know what I mean? Like
Yes.
they're all. It's just a really neat. And what I love about that too is it becomes your brand. You know what I mean?
That's
Because it's like
exactly
a
it.
specific round. It's like
Yes.
round and a specific like
That's
thickness.
right.
And
That is
you just
correct.
start to get to know like, hey, that's the dip mousse. Hey, that
That's right.
and that's
That's
yeah.
exactly
So
correct.
it's something. Do you guys think you would be? I guess, I mean, you said like it's so new, right? But I mean, would you be going into like fairs or like farmers market or things like that? Is that
That's
something
our
you
next
kind
step.
of want to?
Yeah, I can talk about that, but that's our next step. We talked about fair. We talked about markets. We talked about maybe the North Bay. They have a night there. Like
the night market.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah,
the night market. No, I'm
or the Christmas is there
Christmas. That's
the,
right. The Christmas walk.
The Christmas walk.
That's
and then
right,
what was the
and
one
then-
we went to, Ben? And we kept calling it the Christmas, the winter
The
market.
winter
We kept
market.
calling it the Christmas
Yes.
market. It's
So
the winter market.
Absolutely.
we
Yeah.
we will
Yeah,
have a kind of holiday menu coming out soon.
okay.
That's
So
going to be very exciting. You guys
everybody
should
stay
stay
tuned.
tuned.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's always innovations coming
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
And I take it like food is because you guys, the other thing that really hit me too in the article when I was reading it was just that you guys said it was the joy of sharing food. And has food been something that was always important in your families, like growing up, as in your childhood and special occasions and stuff? Was that always something that was?
Always,
yeah.
every time that we leave Toronto, where our parents leave, they live in Toronto.
Yeah.
We leave with a whole bunch of food.
Oh, I bet they're like.
And they always like, Ma, eat, mange,
And it's our
mange."
culture.
Yeah.
It's our culture, really. It's the Mauritian culture. You
Right.
cannot
It's-
go to a Mauritian house without being fed.
Okay.
And I think that's kind of been what we've been
Yes.
doing. Everybody that comes over to our house gets fed before they leave.
They know Yeshi will feed them.
It's just, and sometimes they come
love
on
it.
purpose just for that, and I love
Yeah.
it because it's just a joy, really.
Yeah.
Like you're sharing something that you're making out of your heart, and it's something that I like and I'm good at. Then why not? At the end of the day, and it's just something I once again have a huge passion for food since I was a little kid.
Yeah.
So it's something that I've always, loved exploring. And, chocolate was something that I never thought I would get into until I came across it. And yeah, it's been really, really good. It's been fantastic. And we can't wait to expand more and to give products that you guys don't we don't have in the community or we haven't seen before, and that's
Right.
what our expectations are.
Yeah.
To make those items available locally here.
Yeah.
Share that joy of sharing food and stuff. Yeah. With more people, obviously,
Right.
the more the better.
Well, it sounds like
is
people are just
correct.
loving this. I think I love the name.
Yeah.
I can't wait to come and try some. Because I love me some dark chocolate.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And yeah, I mean, what a fun thing to have for anything, for like you say, I mean,
Yeah.
birthday or wedding or
That's
just
right.
anything, or like a Friday night.
That's
Wanna
right.
have-
Exactly.
Exactly.
Had a hard
Yes.
week.
Yeah.
At work.
Exactly.
Yeah.
yourself
Anniversaries.
in a bad mood, get her a box of
Who doesn't
chocolate.
like cake pop?
I don't know who doesn't like
Right?
cake pops yet.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, for real.
yes,
Yeah, it's good times.
absolutely.
Well, thank you so much
Absolutely.
for coming in today.
No
Thank
problem
you
at
for
all.
Is there anything
inviting
else you
us.
wanted to add before we say
Well, we'd
goodbye?
just like to tell the community to stay tuned.
Yeah.
Follow
Yeah.
us at the
Follow
Dip
us.
Moose on Instagram and on Facebook.
Okay.
We're coming up with more things every single day. So our fall collection is coming out soon, same as for Halloween. So that's going to be very, very exciting. And yeah, I love Halloween too. So
my God,
I'm
me
going to
too.
go a little crazy for
Yes.
Halloween. So that's going to be great.
Yeah.
And of course, Christmas is coming. So magical time. So a sweet treat season is coming for us, and we can't wait to share all of those new
Yeah.
items to the public. So
You
follow
will
us.
probably see trick-or-treaters with a dip mousse.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
with a dip mousse product in their
Yes.
little baggie.
around.
Yes,
And
yes.
Yeah, spooky season's my
That's
favorite.
right.
It's my
Me
favorite.
too.
I love it. Yeah, this time of
Me
year is
too.
amazing. Yeah, it's so
Exactly.
good. Okay, cool.
So follow us, stay
Yeah.
tuned, and watch everything that we do. And if you guys are ever interested for anything in terms of creation, making a product for weddings, events, parties, corporate events, we're more than happy to work with anybody and make that happen for them.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
Thanks for
guys.
coming
Thank
in.
you
Thank
for the
you for
opportunity.
inviting
This
us.
is fantastic. Yeshi and Jay were awesome. The dip mousse, I cannot wait to go try it. And I loved, I mean, this could have been a totally different podcast. We just, we talked so much about their heritage, their culture, where they're from, how they met, and then how this started. And I just love that they, you know, it's the joy of food, right? And I don't know. I mean, in our family, I guess I won't say Canadians aren't like that. I'm not going to generalize because I'm sure there are a lot of Canadians. Well, certainly I grew up in a neighborhood with a lot of French Canadians who definitely fed. They would fed you as soon as you walked in. Whatever was in their fridge, you were getting, and whatever, they'd whip up a huge pot of something. But yeah, just the joy of like sharing that food and sharing these treats. These are unique. Check this out, guys. Like this is one of their Rice Krispie squares with dark chocolate, and it says Echo for the Echo Network, for God's sake. How freaking cute is that? Adorable. That's adorable. So you can customize these. I'm definitely taking this home and eating it. But yeah, you can customize them for any kind of event. I mean, it's awesome. And they're local. It's unique. They're right here in town. They make everything fresh. Check them out. Instagram, Facebook page, The Dipped Moose. Check out our website, northbayecho.ca. You can sign up for our newsletter, Echo Essentials. We'll send it right to you. Don't have to worry about it. And, you know, that's your uncle. Check out the other podcasts that are there. I'm going to eat my Rice Krispie square now. So until next time, much love, North Bay.